Hi, so this is A-Level Maths Tutor UK. In yesterday's video, we looked at proving these two results. We proved that sine theta divided by cos theta is tan theta, and we also proved the second result that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta gives you the number 1. Now, today we're going to look at proving two more results. So the two results that we want to prove today are these two results here, that 1 plus tan squared theta is sec squared theta, and 1 plus cot squared theta is cosec squared theta. So just as a reminder, remember that cosec theta is the same as 1 over sine theta, and also sec theta is the same as 1 over cos theta, and cot theta is the same as cos theta divided by sine theta. That's just a reminder of these three extra reciprocal trigonometric functions. So let's look at proving the first identity. So 1 plus tan squared equals sec squared. So the way we do this is we start off with our identity that we proved yesterday, this one, sine squared plus cos squared is equal to 1. And what we do is we divide both sides of the equation. So divide both sides of the equation by cos squared. Divide both sides by cos squared theta. And obviously divide this side as well by cos squared theta. And if we do that, what we get is we get sin squared theta over cos squared theta plus cos squared theta over cos squared theta. And that's equal to 1 over cos squared theta. Now, sine squared over cos squared, well, that's just the same as sin theta over cos theta all squared. And cos squared over cos squared, that's just the number 1. And then we've got 1 over cos squared. Now, this is 1 over cos all squared. 1 over cos is the same as sec. So this is 1 over cos all squared. So this is sec squared. So this is sec squared theta. And sin over cos, remember using our first identity that we looked at yesterday, sin over cos is tan. So you've actually got tan squared theta plus 1 equals sec squared theta, and that's our identity. So that's the identity, the first identity we wanted to prove. This one here done. Okay, so we've done that first one. Now let's look at proving the second one. So proof of number 2. So this one here, 1 plus cot squared equals cosec squared. It's exactly the same process, really. Well, very similar process to what we did before. So we start off with our equation, sine squared plus cos squared equals 1. And now instead of dividing both sides by cos squared, we want to divide both sides by sine squared theta. So divide that side by sine squared, divide that side by sine squared. Now we've got sine squared. If we do that, we get sine squared over sine squared plus cos squared over sine squared. And that's going to be equal to 1 over sine squared theta. So this is 1 over sine squared theta. Okay, so then what we've now got here then, sin squared over sin squared, well, that's fine. That's just going to give us the number 1. So we get the number 1 there. And then cos over sin all squared here, cos over sin all squared is equal to 1 over sin squared. Now, 1 over sin, remember, 1 over sin is cosec. So 1 over sin squared is cosec squared. So that's cosec squared theta. And cos over sin, again, that's cot, as we can see from down here, that's cot. So we've got 1 plus cot squared. So therefore, 1 plus cot squared theta is equal to cosec squared theta. And that's our second identity proved. So we've proved this one, the 1 plus tan squared is sec squared, and we proved the second one, the 1 plus cot squared is cosec squared.